people we love are stolen from us. The way to have them live on is to never stop loving them. Buildings burn, people die, but real love is forever.
Gen Wars.
Welcome to Gen Wars, the generational podcast pitting the Gen Xers against the Millennials. I'm your host, Nick, and today we are reviewing the 1994 film The Crow, starring Nevermore! Starring Brandon Lee and Ernie Hudson, and directed by Alex Proyas. Alex Proyas.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, that.
Before we get into this, let me introduce my co-hosts and good friends, Cam, Katherine, and Steven. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good.
Doing great.
Can't rain all the time.
Can't rain all the time.
You're off seeking revenge.
Yes. Absolutely. After this film.
Katherine, I'm going to switch this up a little bit, but do you have a synopsis of this movie before we get into any reviews?
Sure do.
Awesome.
I wrote it all myself.
What?
Musician Eric Draven is brutally murdered along with his fiancée Shelly Webster on Devil's Night in Detroit. 1 year later, Eric is resurrected by a mystical crow and returns from the grave to avenge their deaths, targeting the gang responsible. As long as the crow guides him, Eric is nearly invincible, but love and memory remain his true source of power.
What was
Yeah,
that?
Because he like sees like eye to eye. He's like,
That's why the crow needed a human, because we're designed as predators, because we are forward-facing in our ocular focus.
crows are pretty smart.
Yes.
They are.
Has anybody read the graphic novel?
Or no? I have
No,
not.
me neither.
I feel that's a
don't
crime.
either. Have you?
No. Now I gotta go on Amazon.
I like how you're shaming us.
You're like, no, never. Why would I
I was
do
saying
that?
it as a generalized statement. I couldn't have been accusing anybody of anything.
You know what? I gotta put it this way. I'm really proud of you, Steven, for like not watching a single film within this franchise, because like you could have been like, I watched
Yeah.
a Duty
there's like
fourth version.
Yeah, the fact that
Five
there's a
sequels? Four
franchise is a problem, in my opinion.
There's
We
a
could
lot.
probably go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think there's
agreed.
four sequels and a remake. I'm not 100% on that. I know there's at least 3.
I know there's a remake that just came out.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
2024 with guy who played Pennywise.
Oh, I can't just read it right now on
The
Kindle
Skarsgård
Unlimited.
kid.
Yeah.
Somehow I ended up with Kindle Unlimited. We won't ask questions about that.
Billy.
Are you having your own conversation there, Steven?
I got Kindle Unlimited. I don't know how I got that, but maybe I pay for that sometimes. I don't know. That's
Sure, I just have it. It's just a thing that someone acquires. It's not really important.
All right. Well, before we get into, let's list our criteria of how we rate this movie. Our criteria is based on 5 categories. Those 5 categories are nostalgia, production value, spirit, rewatchability, and overall thoughts. So, anybody want to take the reins on this one, or?
I think Steven should go.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what?
Tell
I'm
me.
You're being voluntold.
I'm gonna speak with my chest. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
Truth it,
Or
brother.
your voice.
I
Get it.
get it once I pull it up on my notes. So nostalgia bias. Lo and behold, I haven't seen this film. There's no possible way in this reasonable amount of time I could have figured out a way to watch it. That would have been absurd. So I am giving it a 7 out of 10. Usually I give a 5 or 6 out of 10, but this checks a lot of boxes on things that I am generally nostalgic for, specifically what it inspired.
Pawn shops. Crows.
I do like I do like pawn shops, but not anymore.
Okay.
Candles.
Can't.
Ooh, there were a lot of candles.
Yes, I do want to hear. budget
It's like,
line
did
item.
you guys
quite
see
possible.
The Craft? This is The Crow. We're bringing
that's
it
for
with
sure.
the candles.
Production value, I am giving it a 9 out of 10. I'll speak later why I took away a point.
A point, a
A singular
point.
point. I worked really hard on this
This
score.
is gonna be a rough conversation.
Oh my god. Okay. Spirit and emotional value, 9 out of 10. I think they did what they were set out to do. I think they overcame a very large hurdle. We'll go into that later. Rewatch, a 10. Full transparency, this is the first film on this channel that I have watched twice before recording.
Wow.
Yeah.
I applaud your efforts and your time.
Thank you. You also did homework, so don't even.
What are you talking about? Who are you, the CIA? Get out of here.
I got that direct feed. I got my crow myself. He looking at you. An overall 10 out of 10 for a, as I just throw my phone with that delivery. Overall score of 45 out of 50, putting it at a 90%.
Nice.
I like this
Okay.
film.
That's really
I
strong.
like this film.
This is going to be interesting.
I love it.
I'm guessing it resonates with millennials.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with
We were young ones, too.
I know.
Let me keep my youth for the brief amount of time that I have it.
you were young.
At one point in
And
time.
we were young. Ho ho.
Oh, Katherine, please unleash. Let us know. What did you score?
Ooh, double millennial. Double feature.
Okay. Nostalgia, giving it a 7, in line with Steven. Haven't seen this movie before, but it was very popular when I was in high school. I knew a lot about it, a lot of the backstory of why it was popular, but for some reason, along with owning the movie, I've never gotten around to fully watching it until now.
That happens.
I've watched half of it, and then for some reason, I never went back to it. Could not tell you why. Production value, gave it an 8. There were some things that were iffy, but other things, due to its production, they had to get creative. So, obviously an 8. Spirit and emotional intent, a 9. I think they set out to what they were wanting to do, and I think they did it well. Rewatch, 9. I already want to rewatch this movie. I did not get a chance to rewatch it like Steven, but I really did want to. Overall, 9. 42 out of 50, sitting at an 84%.
Okay.
What is this,
We
clown
love
college?
Eric Draven.
This guy's a hater.
Why do you hate the movie, man? It was a good movie.
Good movie.
All right.
A good movie.
Well, it can't rain all the time. So
But it's gonna pour right now.
it is going to pour.
Cam's coming in with straight 10s
Oh,
across the
sweet
board. He's like, you guys rated it
Jesus.
too low.
All right, haters in the comments below, get ready to destroy Cam.
Nostalgia for mine is 9. I was in high school when this came out, and I waited for the soundtrack, another 90s soundtrack movie.
Oh yeah.
Production 6. You killed your star. You cannot get top bill on a production on that. You all are crazy in Sinners. Spirit 7. Rewatch 6, and overall a 6 for me with a 34 and a 68.
Okay.
And I will go to the grave, resurrect, come back, play with birds, and give the same score.
Okay.
Okay. So
Find me on the rooftops.
Exactly.
parkour.
Parkour.
All right. So my nostalgia is an 8 for this one. Again, this came out when I was the appropriate time or age. Production value a 7 for a lot of reasons.
One big one.
I will give it an 8 in Spirit. Rewatchability, I'm giving it a 5 because I haven't watched this in almost 30 years at this point. I think the last time I watched it was like 98. The last time I can at least, I think I
In the
watched it.
1900s.
In the 1900s, exactly. I should have worn
Damn you old.
my 1900 shirt. Overall, a 6 For 34 out of 50, a 68%.
Booyah! Let's go.
Okay, well, we got Gen Wars, baby.
Damn, I did not see this coming. I really didn't.
We have a lot to unpack.
Yeah, what's with them haters?
There's a lot in the coffin.
If I was 17, 18 years old and rated this movie, it would have been up at that in the probably the mid 80s. But as time has gone on, and what we're going to talk about now is points were starting to be removed because Cam and I both did a little extracurricular. Unprompted, we both went into the extracurricular side of things and watched Brandon Lee's other movies.
That wasn't required.
It wasn't.
No.
Well, the Gen Xers are doing extracurriculars over here.
Lottie fucking da.
First, we started Gen Wars because Steven hasn't seen anything. So we're trying to catch him
They
up.
took my eyes and they put it in a bowl.
Lit it on fire.
They
Right,
burned
yeah.
them.
You have beautiful eyes.
But when we started
So
this
innocent.
podcast, a friend of mine was like, "Oh, you guys should do The Crow. I have a lot to say about it." And we have had extensive conversations over the past year about this movie. And he is also mine and Cam's age, and he does not like this movie as he did when he was a youth. And came to the table saying, Brandon Lee is a bad actor.
But
Okay.
So that prompted me to watch this movie, and then I was like, I need to go watch his other movies because I need to see where he got to before when we landed here.
Yep.
And then Cam texted me and was like, I just watched you watched Rapid Fire.
Yeah,
And then we
I read-
simultaneously watched what was the other one?
Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Showdown in Little Tokyo. Like, we were like a minute behind me.
We're texting. He was like, I already hit play. I was like, I was paused. I didn't know we were doing this.
How could you have done this?
So here's my whole spiel on this. I think he is an amazing martial artist, or was an amazing martial artist, stuntman. After watching the three movies back to back, he can do the physical of the movies. I will
Yes.
not take that away from him. However, he can't deliver lines well, or he is not there yet.
Oh, it gets better. Do you know someone named T-Bird? He had a friend who shouldn't have played with knives. Like the coat?
He needed more time in the industry,
Yeah.
more time
Yeah.
with scripts, with better directors, with better scripts, because all three of these movies' scripts are not
Dog
the
shit.
greatest. You can use that.
No, I mean, like, it's really bad writing in all three of these movies, even the lines. And, like, as an actor, you're supposed to, be able to elevate shitty writing and, deliver some emotion behind it.
I saw her through your eyes. You stayed with her the whole time.
And I would say that in watching all of these movies, he ebbed and flowed with believable moments, but
Yes.
oftentimes he
Hold
was
that thought,
just
Steven.
oftentimes he was just like empty in it, like
Yes.
vacant.
I think she'd like you to have it. This way you'll always remember her.
And after watching that, I was like, we were cut short. He came in at a time of the Jean-Claude Van Damme's, the Steven Seagal's, and he offered a different kind of action movie to it. He was younger than them. He had the lineage of being Bruce Lee's kid. He was,
Handsome dude.
he was
Bad
doing some
pretty.
cool stuff, but in those movies too, I mean, like, they had kind of bad scenes and bad fighting. I know what he is capable of, and then when we get into The Crow, he is more mature. he has moments where he's believable, but he's also not. And then you're also plagued with the part that, you know, they kind of CGI'd some stuff in there and did voiceovers and other things in this movie that kind of take away. I think if he, like Nick said, if he was fostered, he was able to be fostered, he probably could have been, you know, a legitimate action star, and he was on that rise. And, you know, you poke around at The Running Man, I think Arnold has also matured over time from The Running Man to something like Twins, which you haven't seen either. But I mean, like, those are all, you know, around in the same time period. And like with the right kind of teams, these people can start to excel and, you know, be a lot better. And it's a shame. And, you know, for what it's worth, what happened to him kind of helped usher in some changes into the movies, but at the same time, like, those aren't locked down either. It still comes down to human.
Alec Baldwin. Ooh.
I mean, yeah, like, you need to be responsible on the set because these things do happen. You know, you're not supposed to kill your star. And on top of that, from what I saw, this production was cost cutting left and right. And as a result, people got hurt a lot. Not just Brandon, you know, Brandon Lee died. Other people were, you know, injured along the way too. So
the electrician, you know, that got electrocuted on day one of their production, they like jacked a cherry picker up into electrical lines and he almost died.
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
On the day one of the production.
This movie had to be rewritten because of his death. And, you know, a lot of those scenes, they just don't look that great. You can see it like when he's in the apartment and they pan out and you've got this weird ass kind of city looking scene and the crow flying, like, it was so bad. But, you know,
my brother was hating on some miniature work. I don't like that.
There was a lot of miniatures.
Yeah, but it wasn't done very well. And for being so dark and like limited in kind of a color palette, it should have looked better than what it did.
A lot of the CG was, or the superimposed fire
94.
was rough.
Yeah.
But if we're going to play the game of Jurassic Park was out at that time. But
this was a much
lower production.
Yeah, it was a lower production. They didn't like CGI fire didn't like it didn't look good in 90. Didn't look good in Shrek.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed this, and I don't know if you went into what else the director directed.
I did not.
Right in the first scene where they push in on the murder scene, and Ernie Hudson standing there smoking a cigarette. The man smokes a cigarette in all but like 2 scenes.
I love
every scene he's in. He's lighting butt.
Yeah, he's a caricature. It's
got
incredible.
Them 100s.
He's a comic book character. This is a great comic like adaptation.
He's a comic book up.
The aesthetic.
They're in a comic book world. Yeah.
The aesthetic that I all of a sudden clicked. I was like, wait a minute. Did this guy also direct Dark City? And he did, because we just watched that within the year or two, I think.
Yeah.
So it was very fresh in my mind. And he also did I, Robot with Will Smith. I don't think that really falls in the line of this aesthetically.
Oh, I wish I didn't know that.
Why?
I don't know.
It hurt your feelings.
I Robot.
I wasn't able to watch Dark City with you guys when you rewatched it, so I probably should go back and see how it holds up. You know, it was dark. I mean, not just from the lighting.
And it was in a city?
Kind of. It was in a place.
As an adult, I think I can appreciate it now. I didn't appreciate it then. It was trying something. It was trying something wholly different, something outside the box, and I don't know if it completely succeeded, but I think I enjoy it. And that's where this movie, there is faults in it. In the middle of the movie, like, obviously Brandon Lee's not there because they don't have film shot. So he's all in either silhouettes or, you know, Chad, what's his last name? Stahelski, his stunt double, took over to fill in because he was the same body type. They were friends. They trained at the same gym.
Right.
Who also became Keanu Reeves' stunt double and
didn't he make
also
a movie?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
and
John
he
Wick.
also-
I knew this.
So
Which I haven't seen.
He was Keanu's stunt double in The Matrix, then directed all the John Wick movies. Yeah, he was very adamant when he started directing that he would not use blanks in any of his when they do gunfights. So everything in John Wick is all done with in post.
Yeah,
All
you
the-
shouldn't use
yeah.
blanks.
Yeah.
What is
Well,
this?
I mean, he was on the set of this movie, so
Yeah, I would definitely.
a
Yeah,
bit of a
good
trauma
for him.
there.
Good for him.
That's awesome.
If you watch the documentary Wick is Pain, it's the beginning of it is him talking about working on this movie with Brandon, and then his career as to where he got to eventually.
At the time that this movie came out, it was super hyped. I mean, we knew it was
should be.
coming. We got the news of his death. The production comes to a screeching halt. It's delayed for release and getting out there. So it was like there was a lot going on. And, at that point in time, I really like high kicking action movies. And I used to think Rapid Fire was awesome. And it's not either. But it's
it's a fun action movie.
Yeah,
I will say
like-
it's a fun action movie. It's not a great dialogue and storyline, but the action is top notch. It's great.
It's
for
made
91.
for 14-year-old me, and this is deep. That's where I think the theme goes across on this. And once I start to step away, it's a little hollow in places, and for obvious reasons. I'm not sure they set out to do that, but we'll never know. And now I'm left with what we got, and it's
feel
got its
sad.
problems.
You should be
I mean,
upset.
I already had the time to feel
Do you
sad.
feel sad?
And plus,
No.
1994, there were other people that were, falling from the sky that were, much more influential in my life. Kurt Cobain. And speaking of Hole, I think
Okay, it's an interesting segue. Let's go with it.
Holes can be interesting.
I
Depends
just
on
want to
which one.
I want to bring in my prop from the Hole. This was the here. I'm gonna put it in the.
Do you actually have the?
I have the liner
CD?
notes from the CD, and that's what I pulled out.
Oh.
And if you knew how many liner notes were in this box, and then I grabbed it in the first pull.
I didn't know they were called liner notes.
That-
To
yeah,
be honest
yeah.
with you there.
Yeah,
That's a new word for me.
it's
Did you just save all your liner notes from all your CDs and ditch the cases?
yeah. I took all the jewel cases out.
Nice.
You can get
So
jewel
this
cases. See,
one-
this is what people want. Yeah.
It's what people
This is
broke it
gorgeous.
apart. So, just let's talk about some of the bands that are on this one. We've got
Yes,
The
please.
Cure, Stone
Yes.
Temple Pilots, Big Empty. That was super huge before the film came out because they were pushing on the album. So the album was out. 9 Inch Nails, Rage Against the Machine, Violent Femmes, Rollins Band, Helmet, Pantera. It was just crushing it. I would
Bangers.
probably go on record and saying of that era, it's probably one of the best soundtrack to a movie. I would definitely put it in the top 5. I'm not too sure what would take that. Maybe you can tell us in the comments what's a better soundtrack album in the 90s.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about of the time. So when you're talking about an
Yeah.
album of the era, a movie soundtrack, pulling this off, I even knew this. I'm not the music guy of this group, and I was just
The
absolutely.
Cure wrote
Yeah.
the song "Burn" for this movie, so it wasn't a back catalog song like the 9 Inch Nails. The 9 Inch Nails just got done doing Downward Spiral, and this is a B-side to that, which is also a cover of another song. It's a cover from another band. And, same thing with Rage Against the Machine and whatnot. They took a lot of the hard bands of that era, so the soundtrack slapped.
So the Stone Temple Pilots song was not the original song that was supposed to be on the soundtrack either. There was supposed to be a song called Only Dying, which came out later, but they thought it was in bad taste to put out a song called Only Dying after what happened. And apparently it sounded very different. They were using different chord progressions than they were at the time. So they pulled it and then gave them Big Empty instead for the soundtrack.
For a soundtrack that is fucking good, it's not quite 90s. I think it's like maybe 2000. Queen of the Damned was really good. Also, Aaliyah died in the production of that movie,
I
too.
feel like this. It's like I see where you're connected.
So we know what the formula is to make a good soundtrack now.
Yep.
Looking for lead actors.
Sacrifice. She didn't die on set, though. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, yeah. This is a very, Static X, Dave Draymond from Disturbed, Linkin Park, Deftones, Marilyn Manson, Papa Roach, Godhead.
I love that
Disturbed.
soundtrack. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's a pretty stacked.
I picked that up on vinyl just recently, so I was like, hell yeah, this is a good one.
On Diskies? That's rad.
Diskies. Yeah,
Diskies,
Diskies.
We got quite the vinyl collection.
All right.
And I think that's what put me in like such a vibes mood. Like this movie is very much vibes. Like we can agree on that across the board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching this. I was just like, this feels like The Craft. Like The Craft borrowed heavily from this movie stylistically.
A lot of things, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But like stuff like this.
Comparisons here.
I worked at a library, and I want Nick to talk about his prior work engagements as well because I think it's relevant to this conversation. Yeah. I can't believe you worked at a strip club, dude. That's crazy.
He's flinging Diskies left and right.
But because I got like in high school, I got really into like Disturbed, Breaking Benjamin, like Linkin Park, the lot, and so this was just
all your
like
feelings. Yeah.
This is
The new
I would
metal.
say like that's why I was like I like this stuff, and all of the Gen X old heads would be like, well, if you like those, here's some real music, Cure, Tool, things like that. So I was just like, all right, I'm settled in. This is good.
Cracking the beer.
We're gonna watch a movie here. This is nice.
I see you have made your decision. Now let's see you enforce it.
I feel that.
Good movie. Good movie. I think we're we're straying a little bit far away from vibes, and in that point, so I have a DVD from 2020, and that's really that's a little bit newer. And the back copy is Before Sin City and The Dark Knight, there was The Crow. So I feel like people are making some connections right here.
Steven, I'm not going to take your point, but I need you to make your point that we had talked about.
I think Brandon Lee surviving in the alternate timeline that is probably a little bit better than ours, if not much. Great Joker casting.
Mr. Gideon, I'm not paying attention.
When you brought it up to me, I hadn't watched the movie yet, so I watched it with that lens on. And when he's not delivering basic lines, shit line, whatever, like just lines that just don't, they're just
Can't rain all the time.
can only rain so much, whatever the fucking.
That's a good fucking line. That
fine, but the delivery,
that's Marvel Avengers level at least. Can we give that?
The line, sure. The delivery, no.
Yeah, delivery falls.
I don't. The delivery falls short. I will give you the line though.
There's only a couple of interactions when he's like when he's fighting the dudes and like before the fight, like he has some decent lines in there and it's believable, but like outside of that, no.
That's what that manic jokery like
the scene
stuff
where
is.
he's like backlit and he's in the complex and he's like
Yeah. Yes.
I did find that to be a little that one shot was a little goofy when he did a little hop to the side.
That was some Jack
thought it was
Nicholson
funny.
right there,
I liked it,
who was the Joker in the original Batman, which is only 6 years before that. Like, that's some goofy type of Joker stuff. Yeah, I think he could have played it. I don't think he could have got as deep as Ledger did.
But Ledger probably shouldn't have gotten that deep either. So that's.
I don't know.
Wow, I mentioned the third actor that
he
has
will
passed
always be
away.
remembered for that one movie into perpetuity. Like, they will never not associate the Joker with Ledger, and he will never not be compared against with the rest of them. So for what it's worth, that was a great lineage. You gave too much to your role, and maybe no one was there to pull you out. That's unfortunate. But like, I don't necessarily think Brandon Lee could have tapped into any of that shit. He could have been funny, and this was kind of like a Joker-y role. I mean, he's in clown makeup, for Christ's sake.
I think it would have been great. I think that's what they wanted out of the Jared Leto Joker. And follow me all the way through. Hold my hand through this. Like, that physicality with, like, the humor and the, like, manic, like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to do, like, I'm going to seek my vengeance, and I don't really care what else is happening. Let the world burn.
When he was in the pawn shop. A lot of that pawn shop when he was...
Is that gasoline I smell?
Is that gasoline I smell?
Yeah, like a lot of that. Yeah, he's tapping into something different, and that's where that you're like, oh, I'm seeing the Joker.
They did the
here.
whole, like, everybody's assembled at the table. And it's like, hello, gentlemen, like,
And then they like shoot him, and then he just like rises up.
It's like, but I also have guns too, and that's great. It's like,
there's a line in that after they shoot him up. He says, "That's gotta hurt."
Ooh, that had to hurt.
And I was like, "Oh, that's a little on the nose on this." I know it wasn't.
Thank you, Steven. Thank you. I was gonna say, but
no.
Incredible.
No, hold on. If the man was still alive, I wouldn't be saying that. It was because he died and he got shot 100 times from 40 guys, or maybe it wasn't 40. 10 guys.
He didn't die in that scene, though.
I know it wasn't that.
We were told at that time that it was that scene. That it was the final scene.
It was
when
the
everyone was
opening
shooting.
scene. Yeah,
Yes.
like the big
Michael
scene like
Massey
of him. Yeah,
was the one who was responsible for that shot, and he stopped
Fun boy.
acting. Fun
Yeah.
boy. And like, also, that's another reason I'm taking numbers off. I fucking hate the cast names.
Fucking fire it up. It's so
my God.
stupid. I hate it.
Oh God, all of it
you're
was
supposed
so
to hate
annoying.
him. You're supposed to.
They're just they're
no,
to
like-
11. It's like so
That's
over
the point.
Yeah.
You couldn't make
that's
this
the
film
point.
at that
They're a
time if they
comic
were.
book. Yeah.
And, like, you can't feel. So this is where the sympathetic villain of current era, which no one likes, because you have to have your villains just so awful that when they get brutalized, you're like, frick yeah, I like that shit.
I do
that's
get
the
that,
toe.
These two were the
dancing that we're
original
doing.
stepbrother, stepsisters. I mean, like, they definitely had a weird relationship, and they're like, ooh, we're so taboo. Look at the
Yes,
eyes.
as taboo as we can be. And then
yeah.
you're like, yeah.
Again,
Great, they
14 and
died.
this is deep. Like, it just didn't, like, it's just, I understand coming from a comic book that you're, like, supposed to over accentuate all of these areas, but it kind of falls flat going back to it after seeing it. Like, they're not really believable in their...
Yeah, when we were 14, 15, 16, 17.
Steven and I are just like,
Oh no, the comic book characters in my edgy movie aren't believable. I should be making that argument. It's like, wait, how can we ground the villains and ground the people in the situation? And like, no, we're making a movie. Like, let's
we're just gonna
pizzazz.
We're supposed to rough people up, but we're gonna escalate to a quick SA and a double homicide. Like, that's
These are the worst people. These are the worst. Like, what is the worst thing that you could ever do? Like, found them.
But I think everybody else in the movie is very believable. Obviously, like, we have a guy who just resurrected from the dead, but Ernie Hudson is very believable. The kid, the hot dog shop owner, the guy who's in the pawn shop, the bad guy, like, he's very subdued. They're just so far over the top that it almost pushes it to a different level. And again, when
ridiculous.
Ernie is
Yeah,
over
when I
the top too. Like back that up. Hold on. Rewind.
Yeah.
So he's over the top as hell as like a detective, like discriminated on the force, like making these one-liners, like chugging cigarettes. It's like I'm a.
It was
detective.
very noir. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very noir.
Sure,
Like
it's
I'm playing out my
but it's
noir
not over
fantasy.
the top. But it's not over the top. It's
So
pulled back.
your expectation is like when you engage with the crime scene and Ernie's right next to you delivering these, you're like, yeah, that's fucking feasible.
Well, first off, he's smoking on a crime scene and then like puts his butt out on the ground. I mean, if we're gonna say that's over the top, then
Yes!
sure.
There were like 18 people in that apartment. Like the whole crime scene is cooked. There's
Oh yes, very grounded in reality.
No
great,
one is
great.
Also, I will say that this happened on Devil's Night, right? So like there's 64 fires going around. Why in the hell are there so many people at this one apartment when there is mayhem going across the city? So,
Detroit.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Detroit.
That's Detroit.
Yeah.
Apparently, this was kind of something that was happening, and this film kind of helped people like, ooh, probably shouldn't do that stuff. It's not
Yeah.
great.
Arson's
Was
kind of
Devil's
bad.
Night like a
Yeah, arson
thing?
be bad.
It
Yeah,
used to be called Cabbage Night.
Cabbage Night.
Yeah.
Sounds like The Purge.
And you just went
Why?
around. No, but you went around in toilet paper
yeah.
things.
Oh.
And like I wasn't setting fires or anything. I think I did it one year, but it was always this
fires?
thing of
Fires?
like no,
You said
not
fires?
No.
Multiple.
It's the 80s.
But yeah, no, it was always the don't go out. It was the idea of it was like, oh no, there's going to be bad kids out doing bad stuff. Again, I didn't really see a ton of it, I guess, in my area. I didn't live in fictitious Detroit where the city's burning.
Where no crows are, which I'd like to talk about next.
Oh.
There's not
Go.
one crow in this stupid
There
movie.
is not. They're all ravens.
Yeah. There's so much a raven that they even had to take part of the poem.
I heard a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
Yeah, they're prettier. They're shinier.
They're easier to train. That's why they.
Yeah.
They're smarter.
Again,
Yeah.
we're cutting corners. The whole movie's based upon this.
The main
And,
one
like-
was named Magic.
With a K?
With a J and an X, I think it was.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like bird washing. I mean, unless you have bird blindness, I don't think that, this is going to work. He told me it was a crow. He's using my bird blindness against me. Shout out Peacemaker.
Absolutely. Oh, that was what I was going to bring up. John Cena was going to be the person I was going to refer to in the shit actor, even though he became great on the mic when wrestling. He was a terrible actor. If you ever watched 12 Rounds or The Marine, I think it was.
Yeah.
Awful. He could do the performance because he's a big dude who performs, but when it came to delivering lines out of his mouth, it was awful. But where he is now is night and day. Like he has honed his craft and can act, and that's where I think Brandon Lee ultimately could have gotten to.
That's a good
100%.
comparison, and I totally agree because like Peacemaker John Cena is way more engaging now.
My fundamental point out of all of this is like knocking back points from the film because actor died is a little like out of this.
Actor bad acting, not actor died.
No. I'm definitely taking points away. Like that's part of your production.
Yes, 100%. Okay, so as long as
Yes.
they're in the right categories,
I'll
Yeah,
give
sure.
him that. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
okay.
like your production is a 6. Like
That's where my point went.
yeah, I mean, I gotta give more.
Look at
like,
your equipment
You
for-
can't be in the top percentile while you're killing your star. That's just not cool. on any level. So yeah, like it's done. I don't think the writing was so great. I don't think the acting was awesome. I realized that this was a step in the right direction and we were all robbed from it. And the things that they had to do to change it, to put it in those other scenes, like it falls flat as someone watching this movie now, when we are like well past the Matrix days and into John Wick's for action movies. Looking back at a lot of these 80s and 90s action movies, while they're fun, they don't have the same feel. And like you can see an evolution in cinematography from that. Are they all good and making better movies now? Hell no. Like there's still gems, but like when we look at these categories now, like they don't hit the same way. Would Predator hit? Yes, because Predator's an awesome movie. But I mean, like, this is different. You know, like the Crow was a high school movie. And like that's how I view it. And like not wanting to revisit high school movies as much now. You know, it gets a lower overall score for me. So
Well
I'll
placed
die
argument.
and reincarnate. Maybe a magpie can train me around.
I don't know. They named the fucking thing Magic with a J and an X. Like, that's pretty good.
And then like later in 96, so only a few years later, they released The Crow 2, and
yeah, like that is something that I will bring up. Like, why would you touch this IP? I feel like that's a crime in itself.
people trying to make money. And they're like, oh,
Gross.
it made money,
Yuck.
right? I mean, it's a cult film too. There's a lot of people that go back to it.
98 million.
On a budget of what?
$23.
Because that's what it
second one?
felt like.
Yes.
On the second one?
$23. No, the first one was 23 million.
That's a full on success for this. So
The
they're
first one
like,
for sure, but don't.
let's
But the other
let's
ones
put
too.
that lightning back into a bottle. We can do this, and you're like, I don't know. I don't even remember the guy that was the main star, but I feel like he came in and he was out of our lives forever. I don't even remember who.
How did
who played
the
Crow.
new movie do? Box office on
Not well.
2024, The Crow? Good. Excellent.
No, it didn't do well.
Oh, no, it was just regular magic. Sorry, I just found that it was just spelled like it normally is, which is sad. I want it to be with a J and an X as well. I don't know where I concocted that.
That's great.
Magics?
Someone's adopting a magpie, apparently.
My girlfriend would love if I had a crow or a raven all of a sudden.
Till they ate the frogs.
Make him do it.
No.
Start throwing peanuts outside. You'll find one.
Shinies.
Shinies. But this movie did like pave the way for like these gothic-y action films. You gotta admit to
Where
that.
would Hot Topic be without the Crow?
It wouldn't.
Exactly.
Right?
Impossible.
They made a lot of money.
Impossible.
Hi, this is our revenge section over here.
Moody
Vincent
revenge.
Perez. Vincent Perez was the Crow 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Anybody remember the Vincent Perez movies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I do have some
Poor guy.
value in not seeing this stuff. So
I'm really proud of you for not seeing these crappy
Thank you.
sequels.
thank you. I feel better
then-
knowing that I haven't seen them, to be honest.
Nick, you're gonna have to keep me honest here, but wasn't there like a Goo Goo Dolls song for like one of their most popular songs? Wasn't that on that? Or no. It was another City of Angels with Nicolas Cage, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's where you're. Yeah, it's not.
Not Crow
think
City
it
of
was this.
Angels. No, Crow City of Angels. I think had a Hole on the
Okay.
the main track
so there's-
doing a cover of Gold Dust Woman.
There's 3 sequels: City of Angels, Salvation, and Wicked Prayer, and then the remake that just happened 2 years ago.
I kind of want to see it for the fact that it's a
I'm gonna
Trailer.
watch it.
I'll go
Yeah.
watch
Just
the
I can
because.
hate watch. Yeah, I'm down for a hate watch.
yeah,
watch
yeah. Hate watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll be fuming. You want to hear me pop off?
Yes, always.
It depends how they approach this reboot. because like you have an opportunity to make good on some things. Obviously not Brandon Lee, but can it make it a decent movie? We'll see. I'll go watch it. I'll watch it tonight.
That's a commitment. Yeah.
The lot of Assassin's Creed jump falls in this, Steven. I don't know if you.
I've
those are
never
definitely some
played
crows.
them, but they're great. I vibes, man. Like this movie is great. Like I can tell a lot of culture past it was like,
Yeah.
oh man, I remember watching The Crow. What if we just did XYZ from The Crow? Like what if we just did that thing? I see a lot of that now, and I'm it's starting to click. This project is starting to click up here, and this is probably the biggest one with my current inventory of film and society. I was like, oh,
He's learning.
beginning to see.
You just saw Die Hard, right?
Mm-hmm,
Do you remember when they're in the boardroom and he's underneath the table and they're all shooting at him and everything? I mean, it's like essentially like the same kind of setup, but they added their own twist. They gave it like the monster feel and started dragging people under the table.
Yeah, it's so good. It's well, and then we could even go further with what's the Angel movie? Shoot, that they just released it. It's Bill and Ted.
Oh, with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, Good Fortune. I just watched.
No.
He's an angel.
We
on that.
watched it. We reviewed it already, and the name is escaping
Oh,
me.
Dogma.
Dogma. Boardroom scene in
Keanu.
Dogma is also another reversal.
Bill and
like
Ted
that.
were not.
He's talking
I know
about
you were getting Matt
the
Damon
Goodwill
and-
Hunting kids.
Goodwill Hunting. No.
I'm glad we got there because I was very confused.
Goodwill's Adventure. Excellent. Goodwill's Excellent Adventure.
It's all starting to puzzle together
Yeah,
at the
there
end
you
of the
go.
day. I do
Yeah.
get it. I know what I saw. I just can't remember the
All right,
names of the people.
We got around there. It was a long way around.
Face blindness.
Yeah,
Face
it's
blindness
just-
is back.
If you have face blindness.
In the arms
Can we make
of
Sora
an angel.
do a Goodwill Hunting Bill and Ted's crossover?
Wait, is Dogma not the movie with Bill and Ted in it?
No.
What movie am I thinking of that we watched?
Dogma.
That was it.
Dogma has been
Who am I thinking of? Who is the silent
Matt
Jane
Damon.
Silent Bob? Those are different. They're different.
Those are different guys
Those
than
are
Bill and
different.
Ted as well.
They're also in that movie.
Okay,
I can kind of see the confusion there. I'll give you that, but
they're different. Jane Silent Bob.
He's got buddy blindness, okay? It's a
Yes.
real thing.
yeah,
Support now.
a small donation.
Small donation to help me because I'm struggling.
If you're one of the hundreds of people watching and you're concerned,
Doesn't
reach out.
Give us a follow, like and subscribe.
Vibes.
Bill and Ted. Jane Silent Bob. Different.
All right. Does anybody have anything else that they would like to discuss before we
Delete half
wrap
this
this
footage.
bad boy?
No, I think we hit all of the points. Hated it.
Cam and Nick didn't like the movie.
Oh my god.
No.
No.
I'm-
It's a D film. Like, it's something you can watch on a Sunday, but it's nothing that I'm gonna really feel any kind of emotion for at this point. Like,
I feel like a whole generation
There-
built their personality around that for some way.
and I know why they did,
And a
because like they didn't move past it, and the rest of us did. Like, there was a lot of hype. We saw the movie. It was fun. We'd watch it. But I mean, going back to it now, I don't think it holds up as much. And it does make me sad because we could have had a cool action star actor out there. Like he was on the rise. And the other movies, like, while they aren't great, they're still fun. There's some Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon movies as well. But you know, they're kind of throwaway titles.
Yeah.
Cam's
Yeah,
argument is if you like this movie, you're glad he's dead, which is a weird take to take.
Wow, that's a way to get around to that. But no, like I don't hate this movie. I don't like it as much as I did. And again, will I watch it if it's on? Sure. I'm not gonna run out and watch it. It doesn't hold the same value that it did when I was a brooding teenager, you know, and been like, oh, I'm so emotional.
So
I
many
did not.
I have so many feelings.
I did not go into this movie with that point of view, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's very
I
true.
kept
You're
an open
excited.
mind. I was like, I like to see where it is on rewatch, and upon I was like, I'm devastated, but you know, it's not a failing film, and you know, I still do have high nostalgia for it, but you know, as a whole piece of work, it needs some more.
Yeah,
It needs
I
some
mean,
more.
68 is still a positive rating.
It's a D plus.
I got D
just
pluses in
it just
school.
passed.
Granted, my mom didn't like that, but I did get some D pluses.
Hey, you know,
And I passed. I didn't make it.
It got the D.
Got the job done.
got a couple of double D's myself.
Okay.
That means a different thing.
Steven, you want to round us out with some plugs?
Absolutely. If you enjoy what we're doing here on this channel, make sure you like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. We're on all your podcasting platforms. You can check those out and listen to us consistently. We have a pretty good backlog that you can go check out. A great inventory of quintessential films because I hadn't seen them. Maybe you haven't seen them, or maybe you just need a little bit of a revisit so you can tank your score for whatever reason. But that is absolutely out there and available for you. We do a lot of different things here on a lot of different channels. We have Cam, obviously never touching grass. Give us a shout out what you're doing over there.
We are going to play with Steven's emotions, and will we play the finals? I don't know. Find out.
Speaking of dead, dead game, the finals. It might resurrect and come back and really have its next life doing something great. But
Our hype
speaking
man.
of something that needs to be resurrected, Disney Millennial Lifestyle, Universal Pictures over at Spectacle Views. What are we doing over there?
Mardi Gras is starting here at Universal Studios.
Nice.
So we have some fun parade content, lots of bead throwing, drinks. We got fun things coming up. Blind boxes from Pop Mart.
Very nice.
Why not?
How do you get beads at a park? You just wave your hands?
At the parade, and you catch them. Yes,
Okay.
because they're throwing them. Yeah.
Disney sanctioned.
Disney sanctioned.
You're showing too much wrist.
Speaking of sanctioned, you can find Sanctuary over at Fire Hazard 508 Creations, making playthings into display things. What are you doing over there?
I got some unboxings. I got a Lego build coming out, and I got a couple
Toys.
Brick me,
toys
daddy.
and a couple actual projects, and actual like crafting projects that I'm getting myself
Adult
into.
toys?
No, not adult toys. I mean, that did happen, but that was for some other unboxing.
Speaking of adult toys, if you play video games and like all video games like adults would when they want to play with toys, you can check me out at Funky Games where I play through all the quintessential video games. And I did my shout out, so I did my legally obligated pitch for everybody's channel.
Thank you, Steven. Make sure you like and subscribe here, and share with your friends so everyone else can hear all this silliness that we exude here. So with that, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for listening and watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.